Meanshift algorithm is one of the type of clustering algorithm. Meanshift. Here, the data points are shifted towards the mean position to form clusters. This is the gist of the Meanshift algorithm. Description of the algorithm. So here we have a graphical image where the data points are moving towards the centroid position, which is nothing but a mean position for the particular bandwidth. Here the bandwidth is 2. So new clustering aims to discover blobs. Blobs are nothing but binary object with a smooth density of samples to form cluster. So it is a centroid based algorithm. Like initially a mean is identified for the particular bandwidth value. Here the bandwidth value is 2. For the particular bandwidth value 2, a mean is identified. That mean will be updated as a centroid. And data points will move towards the mean, which is nothing but the centroid. These candidates are then filtered in the post-processing stage. So the duplicates, to eliminate the duplicates and to form the final set of centroids. So algorithm or flow. Process inside the algorithm. As a mode-seeking algorithm, it labels the cluster by finding the peaks or nodes in the data. Essentially, it highlights the most dense areas. This shifting happens until the cluster center towards the region of higher data density, until we have a high density area and the center of the cluster. We have the center of the cluster, high density area. We will be doing this process. So the step of the algorithm, we have 4 steps. The first step is initialization. So initially, all the data points are considered as the cluster center, potential candidate for the cluster center for each data point. So the second step is density estimation. So for each data point, we will have a window. We will define a window which is called as the radius. For that radius, we will compute the mean. So when the mean is identified, all the data points in that radius will be moved towards mean, moved or shifted towards the mean. For example, if we have defined the radius as 2, then in that radius we have 10 points. For that 10 points, mean is identified, and those 10 points will be moved or shifted towards the mean position. So this is nothing but the shifting process. All the data points are moved towards the mean position to form higher density. The step 2 and step 3 will be repeated until convergence happens. So when we will stop the process, it's like there is no point of changing the shift. All the data points are stabilized and we have identified the higher density areas for forming clusters. Then convergence happens. Pros and cons, advantages and limitations of this algorithm. So it is robust to outliers and it is model free. It doesn't assume any shape. Before identifying the cluster, it will not assume any shape like spherical or elliptical. It will form the shape only when the clusters are formed. It is computationally expensive, especially for a large data set, and it is sensitive to the bandwidth area. So the choice of bandwidth should be right, so it does not affect the cluster size or shape. Thank you.